Okay, we're all set.
You didn't record anything us talking about your diarrhea or Jesse being sick?
Absolutely not.
Oh, well, that's good.
I think it should be documented.
This is historical because it's the first time we've had one of us play from inside of a hospital room.
It's true. Let me turn the volume down, that way I can hear if like someone comes in and I'm not just sounding like a crazy person. Alright, I think I can hear enough if they knock. Fuck it.
In our last episode, our group returned to Clifford Dupron, head in tow, convincing him that they eliminated the tyrants from their underground base. Pleased with their results and seeing their potential, he gave them a new assignment, as well as a new name. Explore the lands as the Astral Surveillance Squad in order to find and bring back one of the aforementioned Astrals. Accepting this mission, our gang decided to visit the town square to restock and get some much needed rest. Taking advantage of New Haven's resources, Felix was able to cuddle a horse and rent it for our journey. Topknot crafted his very own microscope/telescope combo and learned a little about the history of the town. Ironhammer caught up with Addison DuPont, grabbed a few clerical items, and almost got himself in hot water after using Searing Smite to dry off our favorite halfling. And then there was Scarlet, the resident psychopath of the group. He first retrieved a special weapon from Magnus, a hefty sword made from cold iron, before binding and gagging the metalworker. Unbeknownst to the others, our warrior tested his new potion on Magnus, transforming him into a bear, slaughtering him, stuffing the body into a chest, and then feeding it to his companions. Now setting off after a full night's sleep and a belly full of quasi-ursine meat, our group notices hooded figures pushing a cart in front of them, and a familiar wail coming from their right. What will they check out first? Will they inspect anything at all, or leave everything to the unknown and continue west? Let's find out now on this episode of Retrograde, a D&D campaign played by 5 white guys. I'm Derek Day, your DD, joined once again by Andrew Akers.
Hello.
Ty Sheets.
Hey.
And Ian Jones. And introducing our special guest, live from the hospital, is Jesse Too Much Sugar Ray Leonard Wagner.
No such thing.
Someone just had a baby. I heard it.
They have you in the maternity ward.
No, but they play like music throughout the whole hospital.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Whenever someone has a baby.
Yeah, do you have any updates?
So what's weird, I can see better without my glasses than with my glasses. Like it reversed my astigmatism. So
Interesting.
I've never heard of such a thing.
I want diabetes now.
you could share some.
Yeah, you turn into Spider-Man, pretty much.
Just don't give him a
I
chocolate
lost
bar.
like
It's his
30
one weakness.
pounds though.
What? You lost like 30? Did this just happen like yesterday?
No, like over a period of a month, I've lost 30 pounds.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Be safe with that.
Well, I didn't do it on purpose. I didn't. I didn't go out and sign up for this.
You know, Andrew, you say that, but now I really want diabetes.
Do we recognize that screaming that's kind of off to the side?
Yeah, Scarlet rolled an investigation, and he knows that it's Toad.
Is he the only one who knows?
For now, yeah, unless he wants to...
You said that we noticed that the cart that was being drawn, I noticed that they had plants.
Yeah, they have herbs and vials.
Herbs and vials. And roughly how far away? Like, what's the distance between us and the cart?
You and the cart looks about 30 feet, and they're continuing north.
Okay.
It sounds like someone needs help.
Yeah, someone needs our help.
I mean, these fine travelers up here seem to have some herbs and potions. We were looking for those earlier.
But that sounds like Toad. He could be in trouble.
We could always split up.
No, that's how we all get axe murdered.
I'm going to toss my vial of bioluminescent liquid, like that blood that I picked up from earlier, to Felix, and I'm going to start heading toward... I'm going to hop off the cart, and I'm going to start heading toward the noise.
Okay.
I see the little one run away as well, so I'm going to follow him.
I'm going to, kind of I'm gonna head towards
Iron
the
Hammer, you need to come with us. It's what your
Yeah.
dad would want.
I'm gonna
head
go. I'm
towards
gonna go
Squad.
with those dudes.
I'm not gonna leave my group alone, so I guess I'll just turn the cart and follow them. Like, hey guys, I'm coming.
I just gave you my vial, and I'm the only one who got out of the cart.
Well, I was following you.
I was gonna say, I get out, and then I run that way, and then you just follow me in the cart.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'll stay in the cart.
Yeah, so Felix and Ironhammer are gonna just pass you guys as you try to sprint towards them.
Hello.
Hello, I'm back.
Just 1 second, guys.
Hey,
Oh, you're
hey.
fine. Hey, what's up? Just playing D&D with my friends.
What's that? Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, like 232 or 234,
Right.
224. It was between two. No, it was 224 because it was just enough to be 60 minutes. It was 224.
We're gonna have Jesse's medical history on the
last one for dinner.
podcast.
I think
Yeah.
this earlier one was like one.
It was enough that we did the 6 units
I know,
because
I'm
yeah.
trying to think. I'll be back in.
All
Do you
right,
want an
I'll be
assessment
here.
or something?
That's a good nurse.
Yeah, they're really cool. They've been doing a good job.
After that frankly rude interruption.
Sorry, it's gonna happen again because they've got to take my vitals at some point. So
Brooks.
Wait, can they sponsor us?
what? UPFC?
Yeah, could that
Oh.
be a commercial?
I already gave them free advertising. You're gonna have to edit that out.
Our group heads east on the stone path for about a minute or so and comes upon a guard tower to your right where Scarlet heard the yelling. It looks pretty run down, still in use, but it's not in the best condition.
Are there any vines on the garden tower?
Yes, right when you enter, you can see the entrance, the door is probably about 20 feet ahead of you, but right as you get up next to it, there are strings of vines coming down.
Is it like it's like a tall tower?
I would say it's probably about 25 feet tall.
If I were to get to the top and use my telescope, would I be able to get view of the surroundings?
Yeah.
Alright guys, let's all pick them up and throw them.
I don't want to be the first one inside, but if we can get up there, I can use this cool fancy telescope thing that I made and see maybe if I can see anything that I recognize.
You still hear the screaming?
Yeah, it's not blood curdling, but it's kind of like a slow wail
Okay. Is it coming from inside the guard tower?
from inside the guard tower.
He's crying
Okay.
because all of his friends are dead because they got killed by a giant roach.
Well, no. We determined that it's just a regular-sized cockroach.
It's twice the size of a normal cockroach.
Oh.
It's like a flying rat.
What's Scarlet doing?
Casually sharpening his sword.
Felix, you grabbed a handful of vines.
Well, I want to make a belt out of it. I'm just accessorizing.
Yeah, if you want to roll a survival.
A survival.
Yeah.
10.
Do you remember back in middle school when kids used to take shoestrings and tie them around their waists?
Yeah.
You get a belt, but it's very small.
Okay. It's not what I wanted, but we'll try again later.
Yeah, if you want to grab another handful, we'll check it out. It's very important. Scarlet, anything you want to do?
You can see I'm getting pretty eager to get in there. I'm trying to just hold back with the group.
I try to share a look of concern with Iron Hammer.
Tell me your secrets.
Top knot. So, like I said, the tower is kind of worn down a bit. So just from years of rainfall, there are slight dents in the stonework that you could possibly get your feet into if you want to try to climb up.
You're saying, but there's a door, right?
There is a door to get inside.
Yeah, it's definitely too scary for me to try to climb that thing.
Is the door locked?
If you want to check it out.
You guys ready to go in?
I'm not going to be the first one going up to the door.
I'll go
Oh,
up to the
cool.
door.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, we have a fucking warrior. Let's use it.
Keep in mind, you're also working for their king.
Can we just knock on the door?
We knock politely on the door.
Musky thing?
One guard opens the door.
Are the screams louder?
The screams are still about the same.
I thought there was a chance this place could be abandoned, so it's nice to see that it's not.
Nah, not abandoned, just shit.
We work for your king. We're the mighty heroes.
We're the ass agents.
The mighty heroes, yeah. We heard that before. What can we do for you, ass agents?
I'd like to get to the top of the tower.
Can I ask why?
I want to look around.
No.
And I pull out my telescope and I say,
I want to give this a try.
What for?
It helps me see good. Can I come in?
Is this on order of the king?
Yes.
We don't just let anybody in here.
King DuPont wants me to see good.
Roll a persuasion.
You want me to see, guys?
I rolled an 8, minus 1. 18, I'm sorry, 17.
Okay. All right, if you want to follow us upstairs.
Thank you.
I enter in to the guard tower.
You enter in.
Can my friends come?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Come on, guys.
You can see there's a desk, a table, and a bed. There's another guard on the other side of the wall.
Can we still hear the wails now that we're in?
It's gotten quieter. If you can picture a toddler that just throws a complete tantrum and is now just kind of tired, but still crying, the intensity has died down, but you are getting closer.
Okay. I'm going to look around. Like, is there any obvious signs of, like, doors?
Or stairs.
There's no doors. Yes, there's one spiral staircase in the very middle of the room that leads upstairs.
What's that noise?
Oh, that's one of the tyrants. We caught one.
But we killed a bunch of the tyrants.
A bunch of them, but apparently not all of them.
How do you know he's a tyrant?
Well, you should see him. He looks like hell.
Can I?
You just tortured him. Of course, it looks like hell.
Why don't you take us to him?
I want to see him.
You'll pass by him when we go upstairs.
Okay.
Can I unsheath my dildo sword?
You can, but it'll kind of put him a little alert.
It's intimidating.
Yeah, there's no sense of having a weapon out right now.
I mean, you can do whatever you want, though.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, DM, don't metagame.
Yeah, you piece of shit, bitch.
You fucking douche. I'm in a hospital. I gotta watch what I say.
Do you have a roommate?
No.
Oh, thank God.
That would be fucking wild.
No, you could have invited him, dude. Have a guest on the show.
He could be Toad.
Yeah.
So you guys continue upstairs, and on the second floor, there is another guard, and to the left of you is Toad sitting at a desk, shackled.
Does he, like, visibly look injured? More so than when we left him, because, you know.
Yeah, not only the deep wound in his right shoulder, he is also visibly beaten.
Okay.
Does he
What are you
see
gonna-
us?
No, he's looking down and just crying.
What are you gonna do with him?
We're gonna get as much information out of him as we can, and then probably just discard him. I mean, nobody wants him here anyway.
What are you trying to learn?
We're trying to get as much information that they have about the Astrals as we can, on order of King DuPont.
Well, we're the Astral Surveillance Squad. Do you think maybe we should take part in some of these interrogations?
No, we got a hold of this. Don't worry about that.
So what happens to the information you learn? If we're the task force designed to investigate these things, don't you think we should have some of the information that we need to investigate?
He does have a point.
He's got a point.
How tall is the guard?
About 6 foot.
About 6 foot.
I swing my sword.
Can I walk up to him and just say, we need to talk with him. Please leave.
So to Top Knot, he'll say, "Listen, this is just order from the king that we got. We have not heard much about your squad.
We're gonna make patches.
You know what? Because of that, yeah, go ahead." Scarlet, roll me an intimidation.
So I know how we can usually assist. Can I try to do the opposite of that?
The opposite of intimidate?
Can I do the opposite of trying to assist him in doing this role?
Yeah, if you want to do like a counter roll.
Yeah, can I just turn to the guard and say,
The big guy has a bit of an attitude problem, and he has a bit of a temper. I think if he's left alone with the prisoner, he might just kill him. We need to get information.
I rolled a 17.
I rolled a 19.
Yeah, I'm not getting too many good vibes from big guy over here.
Sorry, Scarlet.
You may talk to the prisoner for a minute, but we don't promise much after the work we did to him earlier.
Put my sword away and just kind of go off to the side and just pout.
Do you think we can take the prisoner up to the top? I want to see if he can maybe point out any of the locations of where the Astrals might be.
Yes, but make it quick.
Okay.
I'm going to turn to Ironhammer, and I'm going to say,
Can you try to get him up out of that chair? We'll take him up the stairs.
I can get him out of the chair.
I'm gonna go outside. I'm just gonna wander off.
Are you going upstairs or?
No, I'm going downstairs. I'm going out to like outside because we're still in a forested area, right?
Yes, yeah, you're surrounded by trees.
Okay, I'm gonna like forage around. I'm looking for some stuff to just make some things I know how to make.
Okay, yeah, there's a couple trees around you. Back to the other three. How do you want to get towed up? He's in a state of just doesn't want to be around anybody right now.
Am I allowed to get him up?
You're allowed to do whatever you want to do.
Within reason.
I don't know if there's any reason here.
The cut was on his right shoulder, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna walk over behind him and just put my hands on both of his shoulders and just squeeze the wound there and say, "Hello, old friend."
He shudders and kind of drops a bit. And he says, "Oh, no, not him again."
Come upstairs with us.
Why?
I'm sorry, I know that sometimes my voice can make it seem like I'm asking questions or whatever. That wasn't a question, that was a statement. Come upstairs with us.
Why is everybody so mean to me?
Come upstairs with us, please.
If it gets me away from them, fine.
I give him some water.
He downs it.
Oh, you piece of shit. I need to save some of that for myself.
No, he just took it all.
Damn, I just got bamboozled. I did my good deed.
And I'm going to scamper up the stairs.
Okay, you guys head upstairs to the 3rd floor, which is just the roof.
Can I try to get out like a couple seconds before them to get a layout of what the top looks like and just get kind of an observation before they come up behind me?
Yeah, that's fine. You, with your small frame, you scamper up the stairs as fast as you can as they're working on getting towed up.
I can't wait to see all the stuff up there.
And I forget, how high did you say the tower was?
The tower's about 25 feet.
So when we get to the top,
Oh, no.
what does the top look like? I mean, is it pretty open?
I tie a rope to him.
The roof, I mean, it's pretty much just flat stone, couple like pillars on top, like a typical guard tower. But there's holes in the ground, like holes in the roof.
Okay.
So from my position up top, do I see any trees or anything that are nearby, like close enough to jump to?
Yeah, there are trees on the north and south side of the guard tower that you could jump onto.
So you'd fall like into the canopy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to one of those sides, and then I'm gonna pull out my telescope and try to get like a 360 degree. Like, what do I see?
Yeah, you'll head to the north side. You already know the south side is pretty much just the mountains consisting of the cave that you came from. To the due north, it's basically just ocean. You don't see much land straight ahead of you. Northwest, you can see there's an opening with a large stone construction. You would imagine that might be where that group went to that you saw earlier.
Gotcha.
To your east is also just ocean. The guard tower and New Haven are basically close to whatever beach or ending of land would be. Your due west is the trail that you'd be heading on to get to Oasis, all the other Illuminique and everything else.
From up top, do I see anything of value or interest?
Yes, the trail to the west, it's not just complete land. You can see there is a body of water on the left-hand side. And then if you could roll me an investigation.
I rolled a 5 plus 5, 10. But I also have my telescope. I don't know if that gives me any extras.
Yeah, roll me another one with advantage.
I rolled a 17 that time, plus 5, 22.
If you look directly above, there are no clouds. It's clear blue, like a typical summer day, no overdraft. But when you look west, there is a large looming cloud. Only in one location.
And it looks stationary? It doesn't look like it's moving in any way?
It's moving, but not at a typical rate, and it's almost like it's circling back on itself.
And that would be near the trail that we would have been on?
That would be on that trail, but very far away.
Gotcha. I'm going to keep that to... Actually, you know what? I'm going to call...
Toad, come over here quick. I have a question for you.
Toad bumbles up the stairs, almost on his last legs. Oh, yes, little one, what can I help you with?
I point over at that cloud in the distance, and I say...
What is that over there in the sky?
That's a cloud.
Are you sure?
It just looks odd to me. I don't know.
You never seen a cloud before?
I've been in a cave for the last 200 years, so it may have been a while.
Oh yeah, they very interesting.
Is he... Scarlet, are you still holding on to him?
Yes.
While I have Toad kind of leaned in close, I'm going to attempt to whisper to him and say...
There's trees down below. You can get yourself free, and you jump, you might be okay, and you can get away.
I'm not going to say anything to anyone else at this point.
Why are you saving me?
I know what it's like to be the little guy.
But I very big.
I know what it's like to have to deal with bullies.
Like your friend.
Yes.
You may be big outside, but you're a little guy at heart.
Thank you. I do not have much, but I will trust you.
You're
That's
welcome.
valuable.
Try not to die.
So you want him to just jump off the building into the trees?
That's my goal, yes. But that's as far as the plan that I've constructed. That's as far as I planned.
So, Toad, what can you tell us about the Astrals?
They very scary. I do not know much. I'm just a gatekeeper for the tyrants. I only know about them through passing conversation.
What have you heard in these passing conversations?
They are big, scary, not from here.
So you describe them as big. Do you have any other physical characteristics that you can provide?
Slimy.
Slimy.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what Clifford said too.
You would know one when you saw one. I know I big and scary, but they even worse than me.
You're not that scary.
He gives Ironhammer a pat on the shoulder. He likes Ironhammer.
Everyone does.
Can I take him over to kind of look at the ocean?
Yeah, sure.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Think about the flower. The bunnies, Lenny.
Very, very pretty. I only see this once when I was young. We not allowed out of the base very often.
So you don't see
Yes,
clouds
dude.
either.
Correct. I'm very impressed by the cloud too. I'm glad somebody as smart as me.
I'm going to try to get Scarlet's attention for just a moment. I'm going to say,
Hey Scarlet, look at me.
and then
What's that?
and then I'm gonna set my lightning rod to the lowest setting, and then I'm gonna stick myself with it.
What?
I'm gonna paralyze myself.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Why?
Scarlet. Scarlet. But listen, here's how I want to do it. I want to get his attention. I want to kind of like point out and say, I think I see something over there. And then I'm gonna try to sneak like
Paralyze yourself anyway?
Yeah, like I'm gonna paralyze myself anyway, but like not make it seem like I did it to myself. Like make it look like I'm having a medical emergency or something.
Oh yeah, that's really funny.
So I'm gonna do that.
Okay, so Top Knot's gonna fake a diabetic shock.
I'm in the middle of a medical emergency.
I really sold it.
I want. If he rolls a persuasion, I want it to be with a disadvantage, just because of that line.
Yeah, roll. Let's do
Are
that.
you
Let's
kidding me?
Roll a persuasion.
Kylie, he's making me roll with disadvantage because of you making me say that. 9.
You pull out your lightning stick from your back pocket and adjust it to the lowest setting.
In plain sight.
No, behind his back, out of muscle memory, and you stick yourself in the ass as you say, I'm having a medical emergency. You collapse to the ground, almost like in the Life Alert commercials. You yell out, help, I've fallen and I can't get up. But Scarlet is unsure if he believes you.
Even if he did believe you, would he care?
I need a big strong man.
I look over at Ironhammer and say, you should probably help him.
Toad's gonna run over and say, "Oh my God, what happened, little one? What's wrong?"
I'm gonna look up to him and with my eyes wide, I'm just gonna go, run.
Run while you're on the top of the tower.
Toad jumps off the tower. Wow. Okay, good. Okay. Toad jumps on one of the pillars of the tower to the north, leaps off, thinking that he's about to die. Gets about 5 feet horizontal and collapses straight down onto the canopy of the tree.
Where Felix just happens to be climbing.
Where Felix is foraging, and as Felix is looking around, he's found some toad flax. Yellow daisy-looking flower, commonly known to be used as the herb in a health potion. Felix, you just hear a thud in the tree above you.
I look up.
You see a scrambling of a very large monster.
I pull out my staff. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I just Get ready for whatever's about to happen.
You look up, you see a giant figure that tries to stand up but bumbles over and falls flat on his stomach and looks up at you and says, "Oh, I remember you."
What's going on, Toad?
Oh,
I pull out my sword.
I don't carry a sword. I'm gonna ask, like, if he's feeling okay.
emotionally, no. Mentally, no. Physically, also no. I'm very bad.
I got just the thing for you, and I'm gonna like try to mix up a health potion real quick.
Scarlet, do you jump off the tower after him?
Yeah, Jesse, roll me a medicine, and Scarlet, what do you want to do?
I'm going
Can I
back
jump
in the
after him?
tower.
Rolling athletics.
You want to jump off? Go ahead.
Can I stick my foot out and try and trip him?
Yeah.
Can I, as I'm like, as my paralysis is subsiding, can I try to sleight of hand my lightning stick back into my pack so no one sees it?
Yeah.
I rolled a 14.
Yeah, you easily slide it back in as the others try to figure out what they're doing.
So this way you can try that trick again later.
Well, I mostly just didn't want Scarlet to see.
I got a 16.
Okay, 16. Yeah, as you're kind of just entertaining Toad, you easily mix up a health potion. You crush up the yellow herb, and in mixing it in the vial, it ends up turning into a red, bubbling potion.
I hand it to Toad.
He takes it and looks at it.
I just kind of drink it.
Where
Drink.
do I put it? Drink?
Put it in your mouth hole.
He has to roll to make sure he does it right.
He's not exactly sure what his mouth is.
Directions unclear, put in wrong hole.
He goes to the back, but then rethinks and just chugs it.
Okay.
And
He
Like,
says, I'm
yeah.
feeling a lot better, and then Scarlet just cuts him in two.
That's what I'm anticipating anyway.
he'll gain 8 health points. You can see him stand back up, and the wounds don't go away, but they kind of fade a bit. Ironhammer and Scarlet.
Am I rolling with disadvantage or?
Yeah, what do you want me to do?
Are you actually going to try to trip him off?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm looking
then
out for
roll.
Toad. I'm looking out for my boy.
tripping him off the tower.
Yeah, I mean he's a big guy. He'll live.
Scarlet, you've already got one, so Ironhammer, roll me a sneak attack.
Sneak attack. Yeah, so I'm not trying to hide it. So I don't know if stealth would be the best one.
Oh, you're not trying to hide it? Okay, yeah, do acrobatics then.
Well, it's gonna be quite obvious, I think. Oh, for fuck's sake! Let me add my athletics. Not that it matters. But athletics or acrobatics?
Acrobatics.
Yeah, 7 then.
Okay, and Scarlet?
22.
He just runs right through your leg, snaps it in two.
My leg is broken.
Yeah, almost like a late tackle. Scarlet easily makes the jump. You just, like, 5 seconds late, you end up sticking your foot out for nobody.
Whoops.
Scarlet, you land in the canopy of the tree below.
Can I jump down and do like a superhero like landing?
Yeah, you also remain acrobatics.
13.
Yeah, what pose do you want to do?
I want to just jump down, pretend like I'm punching the ground, and just look up at him.
You jump down, you hit the ground with your right fist, you look up. You take 1 point of damage. You try not to wince, but it kind of hurt a little bit.
Is this all happening like around me?
Yeah, you can see all of this. Toad is standing next to you as Scarlet just hits the ground for no reason.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk down the stairs.
You walk down the stairs.
I'm gonna try to like kind of run down behind him, but I'm gonna try to whisper.
Is he still
an
is he
Ironhammer's
still
ear,
paralyzed?
No, he's back up now.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say, we need to make it look like he got away. And then I'm gonna yell, the prisoner got away.
They didn't even know.
They didn't know.
He jumped off the side.
He killed himself. He's gone.
He jumped off the tower.
Okay, so top knot, roll me a strength with disadvantage.
I just rolled a 3 minus 1. Do you really want me to roll a disadvantage? Yeah, I rolled a 19 on the second one, so 2.
The guards push you over and rush downstairs and rush outside.
Can I look at Toad and still in my superhero fate pose and say, where do you think you're going?
I don't know. The little one told me to run.
He didn't tell you to jump. He told you to run.
I didn't know what else to do.
We want you to run, so come with me.
I don't know if I can trust you.
I just leaped after you to make sure that you were okay.
You had your sword out when you first came here.
For the guards.
Did I find any other meat plants when I was foraging?
No, here it was just the toad flax.
The toad flax. Okay.
The guards are approaching.
I'm gonna pull out my sword.
They don't see Toad yet.
Where am I in all this?
You and Topknot are basically right inside. The guards just exited. They have not seen the other three yet.
To make a distraction, I'm going to also pull out my sword.
What does that mean? Why did you
Pull
put
out
that?
my sword.
Are you taking your dick out?
Yeah.
God damn it.
And just start pissing on the tower.
Roll me a performance.
12.
Hey, you. You seen a ugly large monster recently?
I'm looking at one right now.
Hey, we're not talking about that. Stop that. We know it's a piece of shit, but you don't need to desecrate it.
Is this giving Toad enough time to, like, disappear yet?
That's up to Scarlet. What does Scarlet want to do with him? Scarlet's alone with him.
So my sword's out.
Yes, your sword is out.
I'm gonna swing for his right shoulder blade.
Where am I? Am I outside yet?
You and Topknot just rushed outside of the door.
I thought for sure you were going to tell the guards to, like, go that way and be like, see, I am your friend. And then you were going to swing your sword. But you're just cutting right to the chase.
Scarlet, what'd you get?
24.
Okay, and then also roll me damage.
For the dildo sword, was it 1d6 or 1d8?
1d6 plus 2 cold damage.
I got 8.
And you hit him in the right side?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you come down with your short sword and
My dildo sword.
Your dildo sword, sorry, and dig into that wound. Even though it's cold damage, it just opens up and he is just screaming in pain. He's on his hands and knees right now. Let's cut back to Iron Hammer and Topknot. What do you guys want to do?
I want to run in the direction of where the guards are running.
You can see they're watching Felix just kind of whiz on their building.
I'm going to turn to Iron Hammer, and I'm going to say,
What's the plan? What are we gonna do?
I also start peeing. No, I'm gonna cost Toad a casual healing word.
can you see him at this point?
It's got a 60-foot range. Yeah, can I see him? Or it looks like I can.
You can see him on his hands and knees.
Is he within 60 feet?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, I'm gonna cast him a fatty healing word. I need to roll a 1d4 plus my spellcasting modifier. Or unless you want to roll it. Maybe you should roll it because my rolls are shit.
What's your spellcasting modifier?
Plus 5.
Okay, so he heals 8 points of damage.
Ty's like, God damn it.
Like nothing even happened.
He gains back the points that Scarlet just dealt to him.
I think we're torturing this guy more, like, because we just...
You're prolonging his suffering.
We constantly heal him and then hurt him and just repeat.
But he doesn't have to be suffering.
Right.
That's a terrible argument.
Felix, roll me another performance.
Daddy needs a new pair of shoes. Oh, 6.
6. Okay.
There's no more gas in the
Yeah.
tank.
Yep.
Yeah.
I finally stopped.
No. You didn't. No, trust me, you didn't stop.
Come on.
There's no stream, but you're still dribbling. But it's not enough for the guards to keep watching. They see the shimmer on Toad, and they say, "Hey, who was that?"
It sounds like a video, like a Skyrim guard.
Yeah.
Must have been the wind.
Must have been the wind. Who goes there?
Who casted a spell? You know this is not allowed. Who was
What are you
it?
talking about? No spell casting here, friends.
Is it possible that the guy dying could have cast it on himself? To not die?
Hey, can we kill him? You say he's the one casting the spell.
Oi, that's him. And they draw their swords and walk toward. Or walk
Hold
over.
on, pal. Does this guy look like he's capable of casting a spell? Be honest. Is this the kind of guy who looks like a spellcaster?
Who are they going
It was-
after?
They're going after Toad.
They were going to go after Toad anyway, but now they're going after him, like, just more.
Even more. Not only is he an escaped prisoner, he's also casting spells.
Man.
He is not the kind of guy who can cast a spell.
Then who was it?
It was the wind.
Persuasion, come on.
I'm not using Roll20. I'm using a different fucking app. I swear to God, if I get like another... I haven't rolled over a 10 in like 4 fucking sessions.
I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to sit and watch and see what happens.
Persuasion should be probably a -1. Oh, +1. 15.
Yeah, I've been drinking all day. It coulda just been something in my eye, but he's escaping. We gotta get him.
He's escaping.
This is
He's
All right, he
escape.
didn't use magic,
Jedi.
but he is escaped.
He is escaping.
Jedi mind
Must have
trick
been
them.
the
This is
wind.
not the tyrant you're looking for.
This is not the big blob you're looking for.
They're gonna start heading over. Scarlet, what do you want to do? You hit him, and he was just healed back.
Yeah, I hit him in the shoulder. Can I now go and try to swing for his legs?
Yeah, go ahead. You can roll with advantage too.
17.
Yeah, and roll damage.
7.
Good thing for those 8 hit points he just got back.
You see his wound kind of cauterizing from a shimmer, and you're pissed. You don't know why this thing won't die. So you want to take it out so it cannot move anymore. You come down and get him in the back of the knees, and he takes 7 points of damage. He can move, but only if he crawls. The guards are still heading over towards him.
Shit. Can I try to run over and say,
Wait! Scarlet, our contract is over. We've already been paid for it.
But what if the king finds him? What if they report back and say that we didn't complete our job?
Our job right now is to find the Astrals. He can help us find the Astrals. We can take them with us.
We already asked him all the information, and all he could describe was what they look like. He didn't know anything else.
He could remember something later.
He said all that he knew was just from pass-by conversation. What else is there to remember?
I turn to the
Look
guards.
at him, he's an idiot.
I turn to the guards and I say,
We can't let him die here. Your king tasked us to find the Astrals, and he might be able to help us. You can't listen to the big guy. He wants to kill him. I told you that earlier.
Toad coughs up blood and says, wait, I can help you, I promise. I talked, Petal was my best friend. She would come by and tell me about her adventures. I promise I can help you if you let me live.
He's laying on the ground.
Scarlet, listen.
He's laying on the ground. He can't, he's got nothing left.
Scarlet, don't do it.
I'm going to go over and stand in front of him. I'm going to kneel down and have our faces be close to each other. If you can provide some use, I'll let you live.
I will do whatever you want, I promise. I will leave the tyrants and follow you.
hey, if he's not a tyrant anymore, then you don't have to kill him at all, because he's not a tyrant.
I will be an ass.
So I'll stand up then, and then I look at the guards. What now? He's not a tyrant. Are you going to tell the king that you found a tyrant?
I mean, yeah, he's still a tyrant. What are you talking about?
Are you sure you just didn't drink too much?
Roll a persuasion.
Nat 20 plus 1.
I've had enough of this. Let's go back to the captain. Tell me he got away. It doesn't matter. We can find another one. They'll both turn around and head back inside the tower.
Thank you, Scarlet.
I'm going to get down and whisper to Toad, I'm watching you.
Let me roll real quick. He just let 8 ounces of urine soak into his pants. He's scared of you, but again, he cannot walk.
I searing smite his pants to dry.
You've got the horse and carriage on the end of the stone trail, and you've got a dying toad next to it.
So did I get both legs or just one leg?
You hit both.
Do I have any more health potions?
Roll me another medicine check.
Oof. So 6.
I'll give you a minor healing potion for that, if you want to give it to him, or unless you want to keep it for yourself.
I mean, if I have the ability to make it, I'm going to give him one.
He will take it and drink it and heal 3 points of damage. He can't walk too well, but he can kind of hobble wherever he needs to go.
Let's
Is
try to
there
catch
like
up.
any branches or sticks around?
Yep, there's trees almost surrounding the guard tower.
Can I go over and like break off 2 branches and then go and wrap them to his legs so then he has like a splint?
I'll give you the branches. You have to also roll me a medicine check.
9.
You go to tie the branches to his legs, but he's not trusting of you yet, and kind of wiggles away. So you got one on, but the other one he's still kind of limping.
Let's get out of here before those guards change their minds.
I climb up in the driver's seat of the carriage.
Maybe we can catch up with those people from before, and maybe they're selling health potions and stuff too.
Does anyone have any blankets? Like, we should probably cover this disgusting monster that we have in the back of our wagon.
He can hear you. He's right there. Don't listen to him.
No, it's okay. I know. I nasty.
I don't have blankets, but I have a bedroll. Can I put a bedroll over him?
Yeah, that's fine. You can cover his face at least.
Felix, can I get my tube back that I gave you before?
Your tube?
Yeah, with the bioluminescent liquid.
I start like patting my body, like looking for something, and then I
That's
find
not
it.
funny.
I give it to him, chuckling.
I just kind of give you a look and sit back down.
Just so everybody knows, like my envisionment of Felix is like if you took Jerry Garcia and made him a midget, and then stuck him in the woods for 20 years.
You guys get off of the stone path and get back onto the trail. And you would like to head to the right to go north, correct?
Yeah, we should go see that caravan.
Sounds good to me. I kind of steer tank that way.
All right, so you guys head north and come upon a sort of stone, sort of dirt trail. Around you is a cliff surrounded by giant boulders and wilted trees.
Can I pull up my telescope and look at some of the boulders and see if I see any movement or any signs of any kind of traps or anything?
You pull out your telescope, take a quick 180. There's nothing there, just giant rocks. You can also see that ahead of you is a stone staircase leading up.
Well, we're not taking the cart up there.
But the party had a cart, so where's the party's cart?
As Top Knot looked, there's nobody in sight.
Nobody in sight? Okay. There doesn't seem to be any other path, like a road that you could get a cart up.
Nope, from what you can assume, the group that you saw with the cart earlier must have been here and already left.
So, I guess we missed them, guys.
Well, we should leave some people with the cart, and then the rest of us can go up and take a look and see what's up this staircase.
Well, that one can't walk very well. And I point at
Maybe,
Toad.
maybe you and Toad can stay back, and then the rest of us can go.
Okay, I would like to do a little more foraging.
Does he see anything like he can forage that's near the cart?
Not near the cart.
Leave me behind, because didn't it look like they had some plants and stuff with them when you saw them before? You would probably want to talk to them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give
Good
you.
point.
I'm gonna give Felix the vial back.
Okay.
He like just tosses it in one of the like folds of his druid's robes. Like he doesn't really have pockets. He just kind of makes them out of his robe.
I'll stay back with Toad.
All right. Does anybody else want to follow?
I'll go.
I'll tag along.
Okay. You guys walk up the giant stone stairs, and in front of you, you see a cromlech, a giant megalithic tomb, long since abandoned, as seen by the overgrown, unkept vegetation.
Is there anything special? Like, do I notice anything special about the vegetation?
Yes, it's stuff that you have not seen, but don't recognize.
I don't recognize. Like, I've never seen. Okay.
Yeah, you may have seen it, but it's nothing that you can like point
Which
out.
is odd for me because like it's kind of my gig.
And there are two different types.
All right, I'm gonna pick both of them
Okay.
and just put them in my little. I have my herbalist kit that has like containers and stuff. I'm just gonna put like samples of each into that.
So the first one you pick are round green leaves with flowering cones that look like berries. It is on the far north of the cliff, almost hanging off the edge. If you look down, you can see the flowing water below you.
Kind of looks like grapes.
Kind of looks like grapes, yeah.
Okay.
Like small red grapes.
Okay.
Once you have that, the other plant, you go to grab. It looks more like a weed. Roll me a strength.
12 minus 1 is 11.
You go to grab this weed. It's almost in a spiral formation. It kind of wraps around itself. And as you go to reach in, it gets a hold of you and tries to pull you into its mass.
Can I run over to help him?
Yes, if you also want to roll strength.
16.
Scarlet, you rush over to Felix as this weed slowly spirals up his arm, up his shoulder, up his neck, and starts to try to go inside his mouth, but you
Is this
grab
what kind
him.
of porn you're into?
Unrelated. You grab Felix and pull him away, tearing the plant from its root. And Felix, you have this plant also.
Oh, cool.
You have my fetish in your bag.
I have your fetish in my bag. All right.
I
So
ask Felix if he's okay.
Yeah, I just, it's my professional opinion that we stay away from that plant.
You noticed that plant, the weed, grew in the middle of the cromlech.
Okay, so did I clear a space for us to walk now, or?
You could walk through anyway. You just noticed that it did not grow towards the cliff. It only grew towards the rock formation.
Okay.
Iron Hammer, if you want to roll an investigation.
That would be a 16 plus investigation. Just a 16.
You can tell that it recently rained here.
Guys, the ground is wet.
Because it's getting kind of muddy.
Ground's always right around me.
Okay. Well, alright. Because it's wet and you're around this previously dug up dirt, it's gotten muddy. And you can see that there are 6 distinct footprints that are pretty fresh.
I tell the others.
You can assume from the 6 different footprints that it was the group that you saw earlier.
Are there any horse marks?
No horse marks, just footprints. They must have come for whatever reason and left. And that is all you see, just this circular rock formation and the 2 plants that Felix has collected.
Can I talk to Toad while it's just the 2 of us?
Yeah, go ahead.
As you guys are kind of going up, I'm like leaning up against the side of the cart. My legs are over the side, and I have a single strand of grass hanging out of my mouth. And I'm going to say,
Toad, what were your parents like?
Is Toad just standing, or is he allowed to sit too?
yeah, he's in the cart. Oh, he's not in the cart?
Scarlet says no.
He was walking behind the cart by a rope.
Oh, yeah, he's up here with me now.
So he was walking behind the cart
With a broken leg.
with a bedroll over his face.
Oh my god, like a prisoner. Yeah, he's cowardly sitting next to you. My parents, I didn't know them for long. My dad was big, like me, even bigger. Strong too.
Everyone looks big to me.
My mom was odd. She was very tall.
Everyone's tall to me.
She was bent at an odd angle.
Like,
She had a hunch.
I have a hunch that you had an interesting childhood.
I didn't have much of a childhood. I was basically groomed to be the gatekeeper from an early age.
Where are your parents now?
Dead.
What happened to them?
I ought to be honest, I don't know. If I had to guess, probably the guards.
Yeah, I had a mom once. She's dead too.
What happened to her?
I mean, I'm sure I had a dad too, but I never really met him. My mom got really sick, and then she died. Yeah.
Where are you from?
She was from a place called Amstein. We didn't live there though. We owned a farm. We lived on a farm together. We had some people who worked on the farm with us, but then she got sick, and a bunch of other people got sick too, and then a bunch of people died.
But you didn't? You were fine?
Yeah. I mean, obviously I'm here. No, I didn't get sick. Not everybody got sick, but a lot of people did.
Where is Amstein? What was around it?
So Amstein was like the city, but we lived kind of on the outskirts. There wasn't really a whole lot of anything out there. Just the farm.
I'm sorry to hear about that. I'm glad somebody wants to talk and not fight.
I guess at this point, even if she didn't get sick and die, she'd be dead now because that was 200 years ago. I look pretty good for my age.
You're over 200?
We all are.
That's crazy. I'm only 14. We'll cut back to the other guys.
What the fuck?
You've been trying to murder a child.
I think
Have been unsuccessful.
You've unsuccessfully tried to murder a child.
You've been failing at trying to kill it.
Here's the question. Is he a child or can he not count?
I'm
true.
content with like leaving the area now that we've determined that there's no one else up there and we've seen everything. But it's up to everybody else.
Derek's like, God damn it, I planned a whole thing up here and you're just walking away.
Alright, I go
You
stand
said
in the middle of the circle.
No, stop. Let's leave.
No, I'm in the circle.
There's
I'm
nothing
curious.
there.
You said there's a waterfall?
I do a religion check. This looks religious.
Oh, yeah.
Religion check. Yeah, go ahead.
A nice solid 7.
Oh, man.
Oh, plus 2, 9. A solid 9.
With that religion check, you can tell that it is sacrilegious to be standing on top of this dead man's grave, you sack of shit.
Can I do a history check on the Stonehenge?
Yes. Go ahead.
So, for fuck's sake. solid 10. I have the shittiest fucking roll.
These are rocks.
You can't tell the exact age of the stonework. It seems a bit newer, probably within 5 to 10 decades. But you also notice that there's an inscription written on the stonework for King DuPont's grandfather.
Oh, what was his name?
While we're thinking of that, you said there was a waterfall?
Not a waterfall, but you're standing on top of the cliff over the ocean.
Over the ocean. Oh. Can I see anything? Like, so is there a way down to the ocean?
Yeah, you can jump.
Okay, so it's like just a sheer cliff.
Just a sheer cliff, yeah. There's no walkway or anything.
How far down is it?
Oh, hundreds of feet. You're high up.
Oh, that's what I thought. Yeah, it's Gerald.
Oh, was it Gerald?
Gerald, yeah.
Gerald DuPont, yeah.
Fucking Gerald.
This guy like yeeted off the edge.
You look at the stonework, and you can see that there is an inscription written into it saying Gerald DuPont, with the ending date being 627. So you can assume that this is Clifford DuPont's grandfather, the first king of New Haven.
Our last memory was what, 500?
576.
Yes, 576. You are now in 776.
And I have some other info, but you guys didn't know that because I didn't tell you anything.
Yeah.
All right, well.
Should we dig his body up?
You're a cleric.
You're right. Pretend I didn't say that.
I'm going to head down the mountain.
Yeah, I'll go back down as well.
Hey, you guys are back. What'd you see up there?
Shut up.
What?
Iron Hammer?
I whack it with my stick.
That's so out of character.
Hey, Scarlet, so I told Toad that he could sit up here with us.
I don't know. That's
Why?
a lot of strain on the horse.
Well,
Yeah.
I figured that since his leg is injured, he's just going to be slowing us down.
But now he's slowing the horse down.
It's a big horse. Did you see it? Look at it. It looks like a tank.
But there's already a bunch of us. Don't you think that he should just walk? He's a big guy.
Yeah, he's a big guy with a leg that doesn't
With a
quite work.
broken leg.
So if anything, he just has to carry more weight on his messed up leg.
You know what they say. I mean, you just gotta keep moving.
I mean-
keep the blood flowing.
You're pretty big too. You could walk.
I don't think that applies when your leg is broken.
You don't want it to stiffen up.
Now, I'm no doctor, but I know a thing about legs.
I didn't think there was going to be a but. I just thought you were going to say, well, I'm no doctor. That was just going to be it.
I don't know, man. Whenever I get sick, I just pray it away.
So are you guys heading west now?
Yeah.
I might as well.
I asked Felix what do you think he can make with those plants?
I don't know. I'm gonna consult some books the next town we get to.
Did you get any answers about my vial?
Your what?
The vial I gave you?
The what?
I'd like to have it back, please.
Felix again does the pat down thing. Oh, here it is, and then throws it at him.
It wasn't funny the first time you did it, and it was somehow even less funny this time.
I have
appreciate it.
a quick question for the DD.
Mm-hmm.
Is
what?
it west the Oasis?
Yeah, straight west is the Oasis.
And we're going northwest. Because I think we were trying to do Illuminique first, right?
Yeah, but you get to them all on the same path.
Okay.
There's
Gotcha.
currently only one path to follow.
Okay.
Westward.
On
Can
the
I
road
casually say
again.
to Felix, what other kind of potions have you made before?
I can make all kinds of potions. I can make health potions. I can make not health potions. I
Two
can
kinds.
make potions that can make you breathe underwater, or breathe fire, make you
Can
really
you make
sleepy.
you can make sleeping potions.
Yeah, if I find the right plants.
Don't give him a sleeping potion.
What do you need for these sleeping potions?
I don't know, Dungeon Daddy. What do I need?
Oh, jeez. Is it too soon for a Bill Cosby joke? Or
That's what I was alluding to.
You just need to find one pudding pop. I have no idea what's in a sleeping potion.
I would assume some sort of like nightshade.
Yes, you need to find nightshade, which you have not found yet, as far as you know.
Which I know what nightshade is, so I haven't found it yet because I don't know what these plants are. So I just need some nightshade. I answer Scarlet's.
Okay.
Why are you asking?
I look to the top knot and I say, sometimes I have some trouble sleeping.
That's really sad. Yeah, that's fair. I know people have trouble sleeping. I have trouble sleeping sometimes when I'm not tired.
So you know how it feels.
Yeah. I'll take one of those potions.
Are you all just gonna become drug addicts? What is going on?
On the
Apparently.
road again.
I'm
Just
celibate.
can't wait to be on the road again.
Our gang heads off due north. It's pretty quiet for a couple miles. Surrounded by the shades of the trees, you come upon a clearing with a body of water to your left, like I described earlier to Top Knot. Directly in front of you, you can see a couple of figures. You're not sure who they are.
Can I see that cloud any clear from where we are now?
I mean, it's gotten bigger. You can see that it's still swirling.
I just kind of like nudge Toad, and I'm like,
Cloud.
Oh yeah, good one.
I like Cloud.
Me. Also up ahead, you can see that there is a campfire, or used to be a campfire.
Is it starting to get dark at this point, or?
No, it's only about noon right now. It's been a couple hours since you left New Haven.
Oh, okay. So we see the fire. Where are the figures at in relation?
The old campfire is directly ahead. You have a cliff to your right that curves around. The campfire's in a clearing, but then the cliff is right behind it. It goes straight and then it angles to the left,
I know how that feels.
with the water to your left. And the figures that you see walking are heading to that path to the left.
Do they look friendly, you guys think?
I mean, I suppose there's only one way to find out.
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna cover up Toad again with my bedroll.
I call out a salutation.
The two figures in the back turn and look at you. You can see they are both women, and they are a little startled, not too sure how to respond.
They're girls? Oh, jeez. Oh, this is even worse than I thought.
I'm gonna slink down to the cart.
I ask, at this point, have we caught up to them, or?
Yeah, if you wanna speed up and catch up to all of them.
I'm gonna say, where are we headed, folks?
How you ladies doing?
You can see that there's another 4. There are 6 of them in total.
Oh, jeez, there's more?
And the one in front is pushing the cart, and you can see Felix as before. They had herbs. They are now stockpiled with them, and they look similar to the ones that you grabbed earlier.
Collected.
I'm gonna tap Felix on the back with my vial. And I'm gonna...
Can you check to see if they know what this is?
1 second. My hospital phone is ringing.
Housekeeping, fluff your pillow.
The 6 women turn around, and the one pushing a cart says, hello, may I help you?
What do these ladies look like?
Monsters.
Men in they're men in
Drag.
with hoods drawn.
They all look like Toad with lipstick on. They just look like common folk, common women.
Hey, all women are queens.
Yeah, how dare you?
They all look like Beyonce.
You've never seen a dwarf woman.
Can I like hop off the cart and then just like kind of lean up against it and just kind of like flex a little bit? Like, how you ladies doing?
Isn't the cart still moving?
I can stop.
I thought we stopped.
Yeah, we pulled up alongside.
Can you restart the cart?
Make an acrobatics check.
No, roll me in athletics. 24? Okay, you jump out, you lean on the cart's still moving. As the cart moves, you keep your arm rested on it as you walk with it. So you don't fall. You just keep moving with it. 2 of the women are impressed.
2 out of 6.
Me too.
2 out of 6 ain't bad.
1/3.
That's a good odds.
I kind of motion towards their stockpile of plants there, and I say, "Hey, just curious, what kind of plants do you have there?"
Oh, we've got a collection here. We've got some screaming knots, some linseed, snap flower, all you could really imagine. Why do you ask?
Because I have a couple plants that I can't seem to identify. I was wondering if you ladies could help me.
Yeah. If we can take a look, we can let you know.
So I pull out the fireweed thing that we found in the murder plant and the ones that look like grapes, and like show it to them.
Oh, okay.
Like the 2 I found at the circle, and then the one I found under the bed.
Yeah. Oh yes, we grab those too. The big round green ones. That's bog myrtle. That is the one. I'm assuming you went to the cliff also. That's the one found on the outskirts next to that rock formation.
Yeah.
Yes, that is bog myrtle. You can use that to flavor beer. You can burn it, inhale it. It causes kind of psychedelic effects, or it can be used as a painkiller.
Hey, these are all things I enjoy.
Also, we've heard that it can be used by berserkers.
Oh, because it's the painkiller, so they don't feel pain.
Yes, to let them kind of increase the effect.
Neat.
The other one, I'm impressed you grabbed. See, the six of us, we're foragers. We do this as a living. And the other one you grabbed is called gripweed.
I understand why.
Yes, I'm sure you do. That's commonly only found around graves where the dead have fallen. You're lucky to have gotten it because it can be turned into poison that can cut off victims' airways. I would keep a hold of that if I were you.
Can I kind of walk over and like flex some more in front of him and be like, yeah, I saved him from it. He was about ready to get strangled by it, and I very heroically ripped it from him. Saved him.
You've just spoken more words to these women than you did the rest of the campaign.
I didn't know that Scarlet knew that many words.
Roll me persuasion.
Are there any old ladies among them? Because he's into that leathery skin.
Was that a 5?
Yes.
Yeah, you kind of came off a little too chauvinistic with that one. You still have one interested in you in the very back, but she only looks to be about 20 or so. So a little too young for your taste.
I mean, if she can move, it's all that matters.
Alrighty then.
And now he's a pedophile.
Hey, she's 20.
The forager that Felix was talking to.
200.
The forager that Felix was talking to. Oh my god. We're not doing this. UPMC, if you would like to sponsor us, I will gladly cut that out. The forager looks at the other plant that you have and is very surprised and says, what you've got there is cinder petal. If you grind it up and let it coagulate into water, you can use it almost as like an alchemist fire. Where did you find that at?
I was in a well. Well, I was
Casually
in a well.
hanging out.
It wasn't already in water, was it? I mean, I don't know how you would have gotten it otherwise.
No, it was dried under a bed. I tasted it. It was really hot.
So stop. You found it under a bed inside of a well?
Yeah.
It's been a long day.
Who are you? Where'd you come from?
My name's Felix. And
Was that a question?
well,
My name's Scarlet.
I can't remember my first name.
Penelope. His name's Penelope.
Okay, Penelope. My name is
Also Penelope.
Millie. My name is Millie. My other foraging co-workers are Eden. Co-workers.
Is Millie the one that's interested in Scarlet still?
No. The one interested in Scarlet is Nia. Nia is the one in the far back. There's also Eden, Bria, Sydney, and Carly.
Is this a friggin' 90s
It's a sorority.
sorority? So we seem to have a lot of plants there. What do you do with them after you forage them?
So we work for our city alchemist back in Cirrus.
So you work for an alchemist, say?
Mm-hmm. Yep. We forage the herbs for him, and he's the one that makes the potions, whatever he wants to do with them. We just search around the area, the land around here.
So is this town in the direction we're going?
Yeah, it's on this trail.
I'm going to tug on Felix's robe, and I'm going to say,
Ask them what they know about New Haven.
Yeah, tell us about Fat Larry Bird. What's your opinion?
Oh, we don't
Is he
associate with them.
underrated? Was he the greatest player of all time?
He is very overrated. Honestly, we prefer Kobe, R.I.P.
was that in game?
That's getting cut. That's what that
She
is.
actually mimed taking a free throw as well. Kobe.
That's
Yeah.
the king of Cirrus is Kobe, R.I.P.
She threw a bundle of herbs into the wagon. Now,
Hey.
we do not associate with those in New Haven.
The fuck, they're weirdos, right?
They are weird. We are far ahead of what their civilization has gotten to. We were recently near their gardens. That's where we got some of these other herbs, but we do not talk to them at all.
How do you guys feel about magic?
We're okay with magic. I mean, if do you guys know about Cirrus?
Not a thing.
I don't know.
Do
Do
we?
you know about Cirrus?
Yeah, was this a city when we were?
Does it sound familiar to any of us?
If you want to roll a history check.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll a freaking history check.
I rolled a 1.
18, 13 plus
20, 18 plus 2.
2.
1.
Damn, Jesse, you got a 20?
Mhm.
You don't know what they're talking about. You have no clue.
God damn it!
No, Cirrus rings no bells.
Okay.
Yeah, if you like to follow us, I mean, we could even use some watchmen if you wouldn't mind, just in case anything comes out.
I go over to Nia
What do you
and
know
I
about the
say,
Astrals? The Astrals, what do you
I'll
know
protect
about
you.
them? What do you know about the Astrals?
The what?
Felix, ask them about the Astrals.
Our shy little friend here wants to know if you've ever heard anything called an astral.
Doesn't ring a bell. I mean, we do a lot of foraging around these lands, but nothing that we're acquainted with.
Perception check. Can I see if she's lying?
Yeah, go ahead.
I rolled a 9 plus 4, 13.
13. You don't feel like she's lying. You feel like she's just doing her job as it's been given.
Okay.
And Scarlet, you kind of slide up towards Nia.
Slither
Slide
up.
into her DMs.
She's pretty open.
Ew.
In more ways than
can,
one.
She's 10 times younger than you, so be careful.
can we,
10 times younger.
you know,
Is she 4 months old?
No, she's 20.
And he's over 200.
Oh,
but
yeah.
there's
I
a
mean,
lapse in time. Like, you pretty much
Doesn't
used to
count if
track
you're
that
frozen.
200. It doesn't count.
You do have gray hair.
It's white.
Yeah, it's a difference.
Well, it's a choice, Mom.
It's not a phase.
So as you get closer to them, you see more of the clearing. There is an abandoned wagon and what looks like to be a body laying on the ground.
Guys, do you see that?
Yeah.
Size of the body, oh my god. Do we see it? Do we all see it?
Do we all see it?
Yeah, you all see it.
I'm gonna go up and poke it, I guess.
I'm gonna stand in front of Nia, protect her.
From the dead body.
Yeah, you're the warrior, and I'm just a little druid.
So you get out of the cart?
No, I'm gonna ride the cart up to the body. No, I get out of the cart and kind of like.
So we
walk
don't
over to it.
have a rider anymore, a driver.
Yeah, so Toad is just kind of hiding underneath, kind of peeking out a bit.
Yeah, just stay right there, buddy.
Oh yeah, and I was gonna ask the head forager lady if she has any nightshade earlier.
We haven't run into Nightshade yet, but we can check once we get back, or if we come upon it on our way to Cirrus.
Why are you acting so nonchalant? There's a dead body over there.
I say
poke it with
thanks,
my
her, and I
stick.
wink at her.
She doesn't wink back. She's not. You haven't won her over yet.
Since
Still
Felix
time.
is gone, I'm gonna tug on Ironhammer's back, his cloth or clothes or whatever.
Ask them why they're
Chamber.
not reacting to the dead body.
I'm gonna ignore him and I'm gonna walk over to that body.
You also get out of the cart. It's just me and Toad.
Just you and your best buddy. Okay, so whoever is next to the dead body, if you want to roll me an investigation.
Yeah, because I poked it with my stick.
Yeah.
Ooh. Let me see here. Investigation. 5.
I rolled a 16.
Jesse, you see a dead body. You poke it, it kind of it moves a little bit, but that's about it. Ironhammer, you spot him poke it, and you can see that it's a pretty fresh body. The one interesting you notice is that there are no signs of physical damage done to him. Him. You can tell it's a man.
It's a human?
It's a human. You also see that there's blood coming out of every orifice on his head. His mouth, his nose, his eyes, and ears. And also, his head is a purplish color.
Oh, his brain exploded. I'm a doctor.
I kind of stand in front of her, say, "Don't look." And I just kind of hold her.
Can I do a medicine check on his head?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, that is a 19.
You can tell he's hemorrhaging out of his brain. which causes the discolorment and the blood draining out of his head.
Can I tell if it's like a natural? Is it like a natural death? This guy just have like a stroke, like an aneurysm.
Yeah, with the amount that's coming out and the bulging veins in his head, it doesn't seem natural.
Shit's whack, yo.
I don't think
Or-
Iron Hammer has spoken in a Scottish accent at all today.
I know. I was going to. I'm just so tired. I can't do it. just pretend that everything I'm saying is Scottish right now.
Yeah, you notice it's not natural. Something has occurred here. Top knot. Roll me a perception.
Oh, okay.
13.
You can hear, not too distant, but towards the abandoned wagon, a scratching sound.
Oh, guys, there's something in there.
Can we hear it? We're standing right next to it. Me and Felix.
Yeah.
Now that he mentions it, you can hear it. Your main attention was on the body, but you can hear a small, a quiet scratching inside the
puppy.
wagon.
Is it like a covered wagon?
Yep, it's covered.
Okay.
I draw my lightning stick and I hold it close, but I'm still inside the cart.
I using my
You accidentally
staff. I kind of
paralyzed
like I move the sheet aside so I can look in.
Some of the light, because it's still about noon. Some light enters the wagon, and you can see a shadow kind of cower behind.
Oh God, are we gonna get another toad?
Hello in there.
No response.
Can I cast Thaumaturgy as a cantrip and use Thaumaturgy to cause... Oh, wait, never mind. I don't think that works.
Were you trying to set it on
Just kidding.
fire?
No, it says I can cause flames to flicker, brighten, or dim, but I don't think I can create fire. I was gonna try and light the inside of the thing up, but I don't think I can create fire with that. I think the fire already has to be existing.
There is a candle inside.
Oh, I'm gonna use that to brighten up the inside of the caravan.
You light the candle, removing part of the shadow, and you can see 2 paws and a snout inside.
Is it a
Oh, it's a
dog?
puppy.
It's Magnus.
What is it, guys? What's over there?
I'm gonna reach in. Well, first I'm gonna cast Animal Friendship
Hey.
on whatever this animal is. Oh,
They
this
seem to be
spell
taking
lets you
their time.
convince
Do you
a
mind if
beast.
I head over, check things out?
Towards the wagon?
Yeah,
Yes, you can head over. Before you do, roll me a perception.
18.
Scarlet, with an 18, you start to head over towards the wagon. You notice Nia's eyes change color.
Oh, balls.
What color did
This-
her eyes change from and to?
They change from green to black.
And is it like the whole eye or just the iris?
What's scarier?
The whole eye. Definitely.
The whole eye.
So I noticed that, right?
Yep, you notice.
I swung my sword.
I look at her and say, you have pretty eyes. And then I turn back around.
She doesn't respond. She just stands there.
This spell lets you convince a beast that you mean it no harm. Choose a beast that you can see within range. It must see and hear you. If the beast's intelligence is 4 or higher, the spell fails. Otherwise, the beast must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be charmed by you for the spell's duration.
Okay, let me roll real quick. Alright, so it only got a 6.
It is now my friend.
What would you like to do with it?
I'd like it to come here so I can see it.
Come here, boy.
Even with the candle lit, a large shadow gets up and heads over to you, and what you see is a golden brown dog. Looks similar to a kind of like a mix to like a Great Dane and a bulldog, like the height of a Great Dane, but like the girth.
Just a big old...
This is the tank equivalent of a dog.
Oh, I'm gonna name him Tank 2.
Tank, you got Tank too.
Tank 2, and I just start fucking... who's got your belly? Just going
I was like,
nuts.
this guy's dog. Probably this guy's dog.
Yeah, you can assume it was this guy's dog.
You just made this dead guy's dog totally abandon him.
Yeah.
I mean, he was dead, though, so.
This is now my dog.
Hey man, dogs can still love their masters.
Did I see
Tank two.
this woman's eyes change color?
Roll me a perception. With disadvantage.
Okay, 15 on the first and 14 on the second.
Yeah, you would have noticed it too. Even though you were looking towards the wagon out of the corner of your eye, you could see this woman's mannerisms kind of changed.
Oh, this girl's scarier than most girls. Guys,
I'm yelling to the guys at the caravan.
I don't think we should be here.
You scream that, and she pulls out a knife from one of the pockets of her dress.
Why is everyone when you meet fucking crazy?
Do I see this happen as well?
Yes, you can see this happen. Who would be closest to her?
Scarlet,
Me.
maybe.
Yeah, because I mean, I was holding on to her, and then I just started to walk away from her.
Okay, first, she rolls a 15 to hit. She swings, goes towards your sternum, misses, and kind of trips over herself. The other 5 foraging women gasp in surprise. They don't know what's going on. Scarlet, roll me a perception.
4.
You're just blinded by love.
Yeah, you're surprised by her attack.
Am I a little bit kind of turned on from the violence aspect of it? Like, oh man, please.
That's a character choice. Yeah, whatever Scarlet's into.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Felix, do we have a name for Puppy? Is it Tank 2?
It's Tank 2.
Okay. Tank 2 has very keen hearing and smell, which gives him advantage on perception, and he stares straight out to the water to your left.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, there's a monster in the water. That's the guy who turned his brain into jelly.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to look out towards where he's looking to see if I can see anything.
Roll me a perception.
8.
But
Like, I have
Iron Hammer is over there too. Would he have seen this happen?
Yeah, if Ironhammer wants to roll one too.
16.
Felix, you see something under the water. Something large is approaching. As you yell out for the rest of the group to look, thanks to Tank 2, Ironhammer, you notice that something is emerging.
What?
An enormous eel-like monster is starting to surface from the water.
I'll be honest, guys. We're level 1. I don't know if we can handle this.
Yeah, I don't think we can fight things.
What do you do?
Well, I'm gonna tell everybody that, hey guys, look, I'm gonna point at it.
It's coming up foot by foot.
Run, Toad!
And I'm just,
Safe
I'm gonna
shot,
hop
fellas.
out. I'm hopping out of the cart and I'm running as fast as I can the opposite direction.
You're getting out of the cart and heading back towards New Haven?
I don't know. I'm kind of running like toward the cart.
Oh, towards the wagon. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm hightailing it back to the wagon with Tank 2.
Yes, and I'm gonna move my way towards the wagon as well.
Wait, you got toward the cart? You mean?
Yeah,
Towards
like
the
my
cart,
cart.
yeah,
So I left the cart and now everyone else is getting back in the cart.
Yeah, we're trying to leave.
I was gonna leave the horse there.
I'm not leaving
But the
Tank.
horse is faster than us.
Well, as I see
Presumably.
them run toward the cart, I'm just gonna get back in the cart. I'm gonna jump out and then I'm gonna jump back in.
When you get in the car, I start moving the opposite direction. No, I'll stay by the cart.
As you all are panicking,
Just running in circles.
you notice another one of the women. Her eyes has gone black and has stabbed the woman next to her.
Sis.
Oh no! Some of them are scary, and some of them are normal scary, and some of them are scary.
Oh,
Ruh-roh.
I hate you, Andrew.
Right around.